Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla. Here you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new SIDI X-Treme Boot available at RevZilla.com. Motocross dudes rejoice. This is the new SIDI X-Treme, part of the Fall 15 collection. And if we look at it, the X-Treme is going to be the direct replacement for the Charger. Now, outside of the fact that the Charger just came in black and the new X-Treme comes in about 5 colors, hey, sexy time. I like that. The big changes here, it's going to be a little bit more aggressive. It's going to be a little lighter weight and more comfortable where it needs to be, and they've beefed up certain places. So a few key changes as we look at really what, in my opinion, is the baby brother to the Crossfire. You're still coming in close to that $400 mark, just under it. And again, you're looking at a tall boot for off-road, dirt bike, motocross riding that's really not meant to be waterproof. It's meant to protect you when you're putting a bike of that size through its paces. And again, you're traditionally riding. Now, if we look at it, you're seeing all the different bells and whistles here. Traditional style stitch sole, you have your kicker at the toe box, you're going to have your cam lock style buckle system. Again, they really didn't spare anything, and if you look at the big brother of this boot, which is going to be that Crossfire, it's like a Decepticon. So before I get into the nuance here and call out a few of the key changes, let's briefly talk about sizing. The new SIDI X-Treme is going to fit the same sizing scheme that SIDI's been doing for the American market so well. Remember, they're made in Italy, but they're fine for the US. So the footbed's wide enough, the arch support's not overly aggressive or Euro. Again, it goes all the way up and there's plenty of adjustability. So don't worry about it there, even though you're getting Italian craftsmanship. Remember, use a size chart. We'll ship for free over 39 bucks. And I love it as I walk through the nuance here if you leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on the new X-Treme. So for fall of 15, replacing the Charger, here's my changes on this boot. The first thing I really like, and that's because they have this panel right here on the old version, which is going to keep it from shearing this buckle when you go down. What they've done is they've added additional rigidity. They've beefed up this TPU panel on the new version. It goes all the way down to the sole. So again, giving you more reinforcement on what would be a lateral or a low side style crash. Again, still giving you the ability to not shear off this cam lock style buckle. And you can see how these open and close. Just like that, it's a T-bar design and it pops in. I'll call this out. There's very few things I don't like about this boot, but one of the things you notice when you go up from the SIDI X-Treme up to the Crossfire, you're going to see that they use the outer screw holes here instead of a singular in the middle. So again, they're just beefing up that level of stability, but that's when you get when you move up. The other key change you're going to notice here is they've lightened up a little bit of the hinge around the ankle. So remember, you're getting a boot that's going to be reinforced for the crash. It's going to be synthetic leather throughout that's PU coated. It has this big exoskeleton throughout, and around the ankle they found they wanted to add additional flexibility as well as add or detract from the weight of this boot. So by cutting a little bit of the TPU in an area they found they could redact from, you get a bit more of a streamlined and lighter weight boot. Again, you see that throughout as it works up with these 4 buckles. The other thing you're going to notice is they've optimized the shift kicker here on the back. So we know for starts, you're going to be popping that heel back and shifting on the fly. This is the old version, and the new version gives you a flat landing zone for that. So you're going to have better contact patch if you're doing kick shifting off of the starting gates. And you can see too, all the way up the Achilles here, they've really reinforced the protection scheme up along the back of the boot. So you'll see side by side, they're a little narrower, and then you have that beefed up protection scheme on the blue version on my left hand here as it goes all the way up. So that's your big changes, again, that are part of a larger, broader TPU scheme. Now I'm going to drop the old guy down. Goodbye, kind sir. I'm sure you're either closed out now or you will be closed out already. Move into some of the other nuances here. We look at it, dual stitched, reset stitch along the massive ship panel. Again, you're reinforced here. It's a traditional application style sole. You can get a TA sole in the Crossfire, but again, it's going to be stitched, it's going to be replaceable. You have it's not a steel shank, it's going to be a TPU reinforcement right along the arch here, again for riding long distance off-road, and around the toe, you have your stainless area here that's reinforced to make sure it's not going to split on you. Moving to the medial side, big TPU panels, dually recessed stitching means that you're not going to wear away those stitches and have it peeling back on you over time. Notice how it comes up on the inside, big hard parts to interface with your bike, as well as you get that great protection from it, and you get the suede leather on the inside, on the medial side, up along the calf, and this is going to be a nice heat shield as well as grip panel for the bike. Again, and looking at the shin, gnarly, beefy, protective. Nobody wants to break their shin by getting hit with a foot peg, and that's what this is going to do. It's going to come into play. Now, if we look at it from the top down, you're going to notice they still stayed with their same contact point here. Motocross pants go into the boot, potentially the bottoms of your knee brace go into the boot, and again, plenty of flexibility here along the top. And these adjusters with these cam lock style buckles, again, easy to clean. Notice they're very simple, they're adjustable, they're kind of set it and forget it. and then we open this bad boy up, and you're gonna see lightweight gaiter towards the top, cambrel lining, which is great from a sweat wicking standpoint, and if you get into the boot itself, you're gonna see it's going to be 3D mesh. So again, taking lots and lots of the super technical high-end components off of something like the Crossfire, shaving $100 or so more off of it by not going overkill, and giving you a great off-road boot, which I am very excited about the fact that it just comes in more colors than just black. I think this audience is a little bit loud by nature. That's why you're riding motocross, and I have something that's gonna mesh up. 5 colors available here in the new SIDI X-Treme, which is an iterative update over the previous charger without changing the price. So bravo SIDI, I like the direction you're going. You're getting better without raising the price. The next step in your journey is to click the info button on your desktop or on your mobile device. Visit our product page at RevZilla.com, read other rider reviews of the SIDI X-Treme. You don't have to take my word for it, nor should you. See what other riders are saying as they put it through its paces. Remember, we're going to ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our brief overview, detailed breakdown, dive into the weeds on the new product. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV on our YouTube channel. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.